Hi, this is Ron Guthrie from J.C. Moniger Associates, your Reznor rep. We're here today to talk about the Reznor unit heaters. I'm going to take a walk through with you this UDX power vented unit heater, and then we're going to go into my associate Mike Daly inside, and he's going to cover the finer details. We're going to start with the back here, right? And some things about this, it has an outside external gas connection. That makes it easier for a contractor because he's not inside trying to make that connection. This is the outlet, it's power vented, and this is the indoor combustion air inlet. On a separated combustion model, you'll have a ducted inlet here. You will also have on that model a switch, a disconnect switch. We have one on this UDX because it's our display model and we put it on there. All right, the connections are made on the back side of the unit heater, and that makes it nice and easy for your contractor to connect into the unit heater. We do have a G terminal on here, have them run an extra wire, and they can use the fan only in the summertime as well. That can make for nice air circulator in a warehouse, for instance. All right, then we're going to go inside. Okay, we've got a quarter turn. One of the improvements that Reznor did on this heater when they refreshed the model line in 2020 was that they made a set of hinges, lift-off hinges, and they put a quarter-turn latch on here. It makes it nice and easy to get into. So we simply turn the quarter turn, lift the latch off, and then we can actually let the door hang on the grounding strap here. Now the advantage to that is that contractor doesn't put the door up here, then he knocks it off when he's going to get his tools. It actually happens more than you would think. Right? So inside here, some of the new features are, one, a new board, a brand new board, and that has a 7-segment display on it. This gives an alphanumeric error code, and the contractor no longer has to count light flashes to determine what the error code is. He can go right to look at this 7-segment display, and on the back of the door here, he's got all of the error codes. Another thing that he has on there are the dip switch settings for the fan off delay, which is adjustable. All right, so there's the gas valve, single orifice. Here's the burner tube, the burner box, and that burner box has a ribbon type burner, all right, and the heat exchanger sections are very aerodynamic, all right. So they would sit here, combustion gases combusting in here, pulled out by the venter, and sent to the outside as exhaust. Another feature that we have in this board is that the last 5 error codes are stored in this board. Okay, so your contractor can check back and see if there were any other errors in there, or he can see if that same error has been occurring over and over again. Now, another thing that we have on this, and I'm not going to flip this and show you, but I will show you the wires in the bottom. On the bottom side is an LED light. Solid green means that there's no error code. Flashing green means that there's an error code on the board. So the building owner can look up at the heater. If he sees a solid LED light, he knows the heater's good to go. If he sees a flashing light, it either needs to be reset or serviced by a contractor. All right, the cabinet on this unit is made to be aesthetic. All right, so you can see it moves around on this table quite easily. The reason for that is there are no screws in the bottom of the heater, on the bottom of the heater. All right. When the contractor's finished the job, he can look up, See a nice smooth bottom. It looks aesthetic, and it fits in with the rest of the job that he did. Okay. The front of the unit is aesthetic as well. It's been aesthetic. Now we have a nice black finish here. It's a textured finish on the front of the heater and on the louvers as well. Also, the whole front of this unit is now a fascia, all right? And this fascia can be taken off to put the vertical louvers behind. And we actually get better airflow when we put the vertical louvers behind. Or if we're using a downturn nozzle, we can take the fascia off, put the downturn nozzle on, and that matches the width of the unit. So it's more aesthetic. It doesn't look like an appendage coming off the front of the unit any longer. Then the fascia mounts to the end of the downturn nozzle, so it all looks nice. Another thing we have is we've got 6 connections here, so that we can either mount 2 or 4 of the outer 4 connections. So we have a choice as far as mounting as well. So that's the basic trip here. And we're going to take you back inside now to Mike Daly. Mike's going to go over the finer details and take a deeper look into the Reznor unit heaters. Thank you. Mike? Hi folks, Ron Guthrie from J.C. Moninger Associates here. You were probably expecting Mike Daly, since I said Mike would be doing this part, but Mike is busy elsewhere, and I'm going to take this all the way home for you. Let's get started without further